Hi everybody, this is Kyle Krueger from Krueger with a Thought. Today I have a special guest. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Larcy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And she is a cosplayer.
That's me.
So what characters do you cosplay as?
You know, I don't really limit myself to one genre or another. Although lately I have definitely been on a Pokemon slash Naruto kick. So I guess we could go with that for now.
Awesome. Do you have any advice to any cosplayers?
Absolutely. I think that if you like to cosplay and you like a character, nothing should hold you back.
Cool.
I know that a lot of people out there are going with the drama and not cosplaying characters they truly love. But, you know, I think if you like a character and you connect with them, you should just do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's your favorite cosplay?
That I've done so far?
Yeah.
I would have to say it's my Vulpix that I built this year. I put a lot of heart and soul into that whole build, and I think I had the most fun walking around in it.
Awesome. So what are your favorite anime series or cartoons or anything?
Well, okay, so it really depends upon what I'm into in that year, because I have watched a lot of anime. But I would say in the last year or two, it's been Naruto. I didn't realize the series was as long as it was, and I got to watching it, and I couldn't stop, I guess. And then before that, I actually used to really be into fairy tale, and then there was a whole hiatus, so I kind of lost interest because I couldn't watch anymore of it, which isn't unusual for a lot of animes, but definitely my big one right now is Naruto.
I have a favorite anime,
Oh, what is it?
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, hey, it's a good oldie. I saw that back in the day.
I met the guy who voiced Spike Spiegel, Steve Bloom.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm a little bit jealous.
I love it. I love his voice acting. I love Steve Bloom. I want to work with him one day. I want to be a voice actor one day. But I'm focusing on my wrestling stuff.
Oh, I see.
It's just, oh man, it's just, I love Ed. I love May. I love everybody.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it in years, but I remember loving it. And then I saw Cowboy Bebop, and then I ended up watching the other series by the same people. I think
Dandy?
Samurai Champloo was another close favorite after Cowboy Bebop.
That's cool. Have you ever heard of Ruby?
Oh, absolutely. I've cosplayed 3 characters from that series.
I love Ruby, and I just love the show, and to be honestly fair, it's one of my favorite shows, and it's one of those shows that inspires me a lot.
Yeah, and that show comes from such humble beginnings, too. And now look at it. It's grown so much.
Italy. I made my own OC character.
Oh, did you? I would love to hear about it.
His name's Derek Sheen. He's the 4th child in the Sheen family. He's the second brother of Weiss. He's a tragic character. He's not like mean or anything. He's just been through a lot.
Yeah.
He is a nice guy. He is a really nice guy. It's just that he's just been through a lot. He had 4 friends that were like family to him, and he lost all of them in one day because of a decision he made.
And what decision would that be?
They were like, it was raining, so he decided we should take a shortcut, and because of that, there was these 3 thieves that killed his friends, and he was the survivor.
Aw, that's actually a good backstory.
And
it gives your character so much more to build off of.
Right, and Derek he's lost everything now. He's lost, and he's also the black sheep of his family because he likes different things than his family, and his family just chose to abandon him, even Weiss. The only person that didn't abandon him was Winter, who decided to take care of him now.
That's really cool. And I mean, the Sheep family is so interesting anyways. They've got so much family drama happening that fits perfectly.
Right. And so Derek is now 16 years old, and he can't go back to school because of his because of his injuries, and because of it's complicated. So he now lives with Winter, and when season 6 ends, I could make a story, but I don't know what's going to happen. So when the Ruby team and the other main characters of the series like visit Winter in her house, like Derek is not happy to see Weiss because he and Weiss do not get along. It's more of, here's why. Weiss gave up on Derek. She chose to give up on Derek.
And so he feels a little bit sad because of that.
And plus, a little bit... and plus he feels... Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine.
Plus, Derek feels like Weiss is... how she was in season 1, he still feels like she's that spoiled brat who doesn't care about anybody but herself. She's going to blame everybody, including a race of people, for why her father doesn't love her,
Right.
And this makes Weiss sad and angry because she's changed. We know she's changed a lot.
Right, especially in season 5.
Right, because she's finally Weiss lost I think with Derek, he needs to understand that, Weiss is not the same. People do change, and he also needs to understand that Weiss has been through a lot of things like he was.
You should make a little webcomic for this, so that we can all read along.
Yeah, I'm more of a fanfic guy. Plus, it's hard for me to find a guy to do this for me because I'm not good with drawing. I mean, I love drawing, but it's different.
Well, that's okay if you wrote it too. That would be pretty cool.
Right.
That'd be something I'd read.
Right. And so Derek what do you think was what? I think with Weiss, she just doesn't. With Weiss, she does understand that she was mean. She was a jerk. She knows she didn't mean to. But she chose to be one.
Right. Well, she's cold. Kind of like her father,
Right.
But that was the way she was brought up to be like, too.
Right. But with Derek, he had people to help him out, including Winter. To help him be nice.
Also awesome.
But you get what I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
But Derek, he's gone. I think with Derek, Derek, is it in character, or do we need to get more Weiss development of that? Now she's developed, she can admit that, yeah, I was a mean person. I didn't mean to be mean. I just didn't know.
Right. She was never taught any better because her father is so uncaring.
Right. You get what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then...
I love it.
And then Derek... Derek does forgive Weiss, and he does learn to be a huntsman. But it only took until the 4-year anniversary of his friend's death to realize that if he is going... that it's not his fault. Well, he still blames himself, but he has to learn that if he's going to save and protect people, that maybe being a huntsman will help him get over this and also help him save people.
And time heals all wounds. Sometimes it just takes a long time for them to get to that point.
Right. So it's just that I feel like with Ruby, it's still awesome, and it's just. So, do you have a favorite video game? Sorry to change the subject.
No, that's okay. To be quite frank, I do not, because I've played so many.
I played Final Fantasy IX this summer.
Oh, hey, that's a good one. That's a good oldie.
I love Final Fantasy IX. It's such a great game. It has some of the best writing in the Final Fantasy series.
You think so? Maybe that's one that I'll play next.
You're gonna love Vivi.
She right down my alley.
Well, he.
Oh, he.
Vivi's a he. Vivi is a black mage.
I do like me a good caster.
He's a fan favorite.
Now, what's the storyline of Final Fantasy IX?
Well, it's
I
about
have not delved far into that one.
well, it's about a kidnapping mission gone wrong, and these 4 characters, like the princess, the thief, the kid who is Vivi, who's just scattered, and the princess protector, they all get lost and they have the bond and stuff like that happens. It's really complicated.
Oh, okay.
Vivi, you're gonna love Vivi, and you're gonna fall in love with this character because he's actually the second most beloved character. There was in 2008 there was a fan favorite list, and he was number 2.
Oh wow.
Sandorf.
That wasn't that long ago.
Sandorf was number 1 from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
Well, so my favorite. So I like your Mudkip cosplay.
Oh, you do? Thank you.
Mudkips are cute.
You know what's really funny about those?
Yeah.
Is those are our casual. It's our casual getup. So after we've worn these elaborate costumes all day, that's the kind of thing that we put on. So Mink and I decided that it would be silly to be Mudkips this year, and we had so much hype for our Mudkips that people forgot that we actually wore elaborate costumes prior to putting those on.
I love Mink. She's a great person.
Oh, she's amazing. I couldn't ask for a better friend.
She's one of the best people in cosplays I've known.
Oh, absolutely. I've looked up to her for years.
That's nice. So, anyways, I want to ask you that with so Derek is also going to be there's also going to be a story where Derek is going to be in his team. Is going to be a team leader in his own team.
What would the team logo be? You know how there's Ruby, Jennifer.
Right. Well,
Have you figured that out yet?
Well, I figured out the team. The team is there's Ox. He's not a faunus, but he's a biker. He's like 36 years old. He's very tall and he's scary, but he's actually a nice guy. He's just a respectful person.
So he's like a big teddy bear.
Yes.
I like that.
There's Nellie. She's a street jester. Like a street performer. She's extremely intelligent. So, she's the brains. And then there's Kiki. She's the smart-ass warrior that's trying to become a warrior.
That's pretty awesome.
And Derek is the leader, even though he's 16 years old.
So he's like a young genius, almost.
Like a young leader. And so... I think... So, one of the things that I like about Ruby is that Derek, I want Derek to tell Yang. Do you want her to tell Yang? Yang's my favorite character.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Do you
I love her.
want Derek to say to her?
What?
You're not alone. Why would you think that? You're so lucky. You don't have. Why would you think you're alone? You have a lot of friends, but yet you still feel like this.
Well, everybody is, in that series, everybody is pretty deep. Everybody's got something that always bothers them, which is cool. I can't wait till they actually start getting deeper into the character backstories.
Right.
But, they can't do it fast enough.
Right. I also... But you get what Derek is trying to say. He's trying to say you're not alone. Why would you think that?
Yeah. I feel so bad for Yang. She's got, I don't know, she's just so, she tries to be so awesome, but in reality, she's got, issues, especially family issues that she's got to figure out. Plus, now she's got one arm, so that's kind of a bummer too.
Yeah. I'm going to, so I felt like with Derek, he needed to, he feels like, he doesn't have, he does have people that care about him, but he feels like, his friends died because of him. He feels like he's nothing. He feels like he's just a waste of space for everybody.
Well, that's just, a case of guilt.
And because his parents and his brother abandoned him, he feels like he's nothing sometimes. Derek also has an anger issue, but that's understandable because when you've been through a lot of crap like this, you do need to be angry most of the time.
Yeah.
Derek also feels like Winter is his only mother in life. He feels like Winter's like the only mom in his life.
But she's his sister.
Yeah.
But she was there for him as family, right?
Yeah.
If he lives with her.
Yeah, and
Did he personally train him?
Well, no.
If he's not in the academy anymore?
Well, he's not in any academy because of, he got beat up. He was in a hospital for a few years,
Yeah.
So he's a dropout. He was forced to be a dropout then. And then... Hey, so it's just that... So, can I admit when I was little I had a crush on Ino from Naruto?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ino's so awesome.
I'm fully grown and I have a crush on Kakashi, so...
Everybody likes Kakashi.
That will be one of my next cosplays.
Awesome.
If you can believe that.
One of the... So... It's just, it's just that... So, I also feel like... So, I did send my ideas to Rooster Teeth, but... Well, that was my mistake. You know why? Because I don't hate Rooster Teeth. I look up to them all the time. It's just the show was planned, and, I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah, and, it's sad with Monty Oom being gone, but I think he, from what I heard, had finished the stories, and they're just adding to. Because they've got, a base plan, but I think they're drawing out the entire story, which I hope they don't alter it too much, because I really would like to know exactly what he wrote for us the viewers.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't think Rooster Teeth is disrespectful to Monty.
I don't think so either. I think, though, that they didn't expect it to blow up the way it did. I do remember the hype when I first saw the very first trailers, but I don't think they expected people to be so on board so quickly, which is great, though, because that means they had more money to make a better show. Because if you look at Season 1 compared to Season 5, Season 1 looks like something you would play as, a video game. And if you know Rooster Teeth, you're aware of Red vs. Blue, where they did a show based on them moving Halo characters. And so that's what I thought Ruby was going to initially be like, being a Red vs. Blue fan back in the day. So I was delighted when they actually started getting better graphics.
So, there's also moments in my life where I feel like, when I mean moments, there's also moments in my life where I felt like, Ruby did a lot of great things for me, inspired me, it really did, and it's just...
They've got some great characters that are great role models.
Right.
And every character has something that you can connect to no matter who you are. Everybody's got something for you, and it's great.
It's just that I felt... I will admit, I was really sad when Monty died. I bet nobody was... Sorry.
Yeah, that was a very sad moment.
Yeah, and now it's just... Now we just gotta, think what we can... the show had to move on, and... But there's also some things I want to admit that... things... So... I think, I think, sorry, I'm stuttering, I'm really
excited. You're fine.
I love I actually cosplayed as one character one time, Fred from Big Hero 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that movie.
It has a TV series now.
Does it really?
Cartoon. It has a series. It's almost done with its first season, so you can kind of binge watch it, but but maybe you shouldn't. Not because it's, like, serious, but because binge watching a show is sometimes a good or bad thing.
It depends, because you might get, like, that depression of watching it too fast and then not having anything else after.
Yeah,
that happens to me. Is it a Netflix show, or
no,
is it something?
You can watch it online.
Oh, see, I'm gonna have to check this out now.
All right.
Hopefully, you didn't just create a monster.
Oh.
In a good way.
All right. I feel so sometimes also Derek. There's these moments where Derek talks to when Derek talks to characters, like I want them to be like how the character would deal with Derek, like, you know, how he would, you know, symbolize, or how he would. And there's a scene in my Derek when Derek gets the team's called Team Dunk, DONK.
That's awesome.
So there's a scene where Derek, you know, he's been through. He knows what it's like to have bad parents. He knows what it's like to have sucky parents. And when he talks to one of the characters, Raven, do you know what he says? No.
What does he say?
You know, he's very angry, but he tries to be calm. Well, Ox tries to make him calm down, but he says this: "Did you ever think that maybe you shouldn't let your bad experience affect who you are and how you deal with people and how you know, your relationship with other people? Because that's you. You're the type of person that every time when something bad happens, instead of becoming stronger or learning from it, you just dwell on it. And guess what? You just become worse than the experience you had."
Almost like a learning moment.
And like you know, like Raven now understands where she's coming from, but where he's coming from. But you know, Derek also says, you know what? Your daughter is possibly one of the nicest people I ever met in my life. She's unbelievably kind and always there for people. And yet you're nothing like your daughter. Showing more maturity and showing more sadness how much of a parent you are, because you're a loser and your daughter is a winner. Congratulations.
You know, I think you should definitely write this story. I think I would definitely like to read this. And then you should keep it going as they keep releasing new seasons.
Right, and it's just that.
Have you considered it?
Well, I just been busy with other things like school and stuff.
Well, hey, school's important too.
Right, I'm in college now.
Oh, what are you studying?
Art.
Oh, that's awesome! What do you want to do with it when you get out of school?
Become a professional writer and voice actor.
That would be awesome.
Right.
I would read whatever you wrote, because, you know, I like the idea of your stories already.
Thanks. It's just that, to me, I think with Raven, I bet she was a good person, but because of so many bad experiences in her life, like I said, like what Derek said, she's the type of person that doesn't learn or get better when something bad happens to her. She just gets either worse or I'm trying to find the right word. You get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just that with I think with Wise, she had bad experiences, but with Wise, she had friends to teach her and call her out on it.
Right, and he's been alone with only Winter, right?
Right. No, Weiss.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Derek.
But with Weiss, she's been through a lot of bad experience. But with Weiss, she learned from them. But with Raven, she's the type of person that lets a bad experience get to her.
Right.
And I bet they will touch on that in season 6. I bet not entirely, because they have to focus on other things, which is fine. You know, sometimes, that's what Ruby is nowadays. Like, not like, what I mean by that, I mean, like, they have to sacrifice things, you know. But that's fine. It tells a better story.
Well, they've got a lot of stories coming together now.
Right.
Hopefully they're able to pull all these backstories together, because they had a whole bunch in Season 5, just kind of doing their own thing. So now they got to bring them together.
Right, and so it's just I've been feeling so I'm really happy. I also love Mudkips.
We heard you like Mudkips.
Sorry. They're so cute and adorable.
Yeah, but then when you evolve them, it's terrifying. They have to be Mudkips forever.
But they're not my favorite Pokemon. They're one of my favorites.
They're one of? What is your favorite?
Teddy Ursa.
Really? I like that one. He's a good tank.
He's so cute.
He has a big teddy bear, isn't he?
That Teddy Ursa's the small one. That's his evolved form.
Well, he ends up being a big teddy bear.
Yeah, I know, but
cute and then big.
I know, but he's so cute when he's little.
This is also true.
I
have a hard time because every Pokemon to me ends up being cute in one way or another.
Abra's cute.
I just can't have them all.
Abra's cute.
Abra is cute.
Did you know that Abra sleeps 22 hours?
Absolutely, I read the description.
You know,
it's so hard to catch too. You have to throw a Pokeball and just pray.
It's kind. Abra's. It's kind of weird with Abra. I like Alakazam. I'm more of an Alakazam fan, but Abra's awesome.
Well, yeah, because it's like its cute beginning form.
Right.
And it's tired. It's like a tired kitty.
Right. Right.
So what are your other favorite Pokemon?
Let's see here. I like the Reggie series. I love them. They're so bizarre but unique.
Well, they're legendary.
It's just with legendary Pokemon, I'm sorry being judgmental, but with legendary Pokemon, I felt like, the Reggies don't look like legendaries. I get that's the point, but you get what I mean?
Not all legendaries look legendary.
That's true. Right. So, right. And also I like, I do like me some nature Pokemon, or grass Pokemon.
I'm a big fan of Fomantis.
I love ghost Pokemon.
Ooh,
Hunter's my man. Hunter's my man.
Yeah.
I love bug Pokemon. Scissor's my favorite too.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's just that I just wish Pokemon were real though.
Oh yeah, I think and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I heard that Japan was making a Pokemon park where they would have like robotic Pokemon that you could interact with as if they were real.
That's complicated and really expensive.
But it's not beyond that.
Japan is technology 100%. I also love. So anyways, have you ever had? Did you ever meet a voice actor in a convention?
Yeah, I have.
What are some?
So I got to run into a lot of the Sailor Moon cast this summer.
The Viz Media?
I believe so.
Did you meet Johnny Young Bosch?
I would have to go and look at the roster. I don't really remember the names, I just remember who they were. I'm really terrible with names.
Me too. I love Johnny Young Bosch.
I do know there were some Naruto voice actors at Kineticon this year as well, which was very exciting. Particularly that of Orochimaru.
That's so awesome. I want to meet the voice actor who. One of my favorite animes is One Piece.
Oh, yep. I have not seen that one, but I have a lot of friends who dabble in One Piece.
There's a character named Nico Robin, and I want to meet her voice actress so much.
Oh, yeah. I hear a lot of people like that character a lot.
She's so awesome. And it's just... I also like Sailor Jupiter. Sailor Jupiter is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, she's a good one, too.
She's
tough.
she's... You don't want to mess with her. That's the thing. You just don't want to mess with her.
I grew up with Sailor Moon, so it definitely is close to home.
So, want to know something funny? Here's a fun fact. You know the kid with swirly glasses, one of the characters in Sailor Moon?
Yep. I think in America they call him Marvin.
See, Marvin is in the Viz Media dub is voiced by Ben Diskins, who you better known as Eddie Brock, aka Venom from Spectacular Spider-Man,
oh, really?
and number 1 and 2 from Codename Kids Next Door.
I don't think I know that second one, the code name.
Oh, and he's also the voice of Shoutmon from Digimon Cross Wars, aka Digimon Fusion.
I did start watching that one. I used to watch Digimon as a kid.
I love Ben Diskins. He's an awesome voice actor. My favorite voice actress is Laura Jo Miller. She's the voice of Kari from Digimon, Coco from Zatch Bell, Jennifer Lee from The Life and Times of Jennifer Lee, and she's Lisa Loud from The Loud House.
Oh, cool.
She's awesome.
You sure know your voice actors.
One of my favorite things in life is that I want to meet all the voice actors of Teen Titans.
Ooh, that's another show I need to get into. It's on my list.
Right. It's just
I
also like your cosplays. There's a lot of hard work and dedication into them.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad that you see that.
Hard work and dedication does matter.
Which one out of the ones that you've seen, which one did you like the most?
Let's see here. I was thinking of the one with the nine-tailed fox girl when she's purple.
Oh, Ari?
Is she from League of Legends?
Absolutely.
I love League of Legends. My favorite is Vi.
Oh, I like her. I'm not very good with her though, so I leave that up to other people.
That's cool.
But I like her backstory, and I like the people that work around her, including Jinx and Caitlyn.
Yeah, it's just that what do you think? It's just also I've been feeling like I'm going to a convention. So do you have any advice of how to control your enthusiasm in the convention?
To control your enthusiasm. Well, I would say just make sure that before you approach people, you just ask, hey, how's it going? I really love your stuff. Can I, take a picture or, high five, I mean, most people are probably just as excited as you, though. If you see your favorite character, you're both going to be smiling pretty big, and, you're going to have the jitters. So, I mean, as long as you're, asking and not yelling, I think you'll be just fine.
That's true. So, I wanted to thank you for being in my podcast, and this has been a great interview.
Oh, anytime.
This is Krueger with a Dot signing off.
Bye.
Bye.